Hey everyone, I'm Jerusha and you're watching Jerusha Couture TV. You know when you feel like you've just stepped out of a shower and you're just like super fresh, new? That's how I feel. I have a brand new pair of Cocoa Misha lashes that just came in, and fresh lashes to me feel that way, just like a fresh start, and they're so new and beautiful. These are my favorite lashes. I also love Socialize Vixen lashes, but these, I swear they're the same lash, but these Misha ones are really beautiful from Cocoa Lashes. I am wearing my L&M order, my friend Jen. My L&M order came in yesterday and I was so excited. She knows I love slogan t-shirts, and I was browsing the site and she was like, hello, you need to get some of the slogan t-shirts, and I was like, duh. So this is the Rocker Vibes, and it's the distressed t-shirt, so it's got all these kind of like cuts and slits in it, so it's very like very hipster chic. Today with my sunglasses collection video. It was totally requested when I said, do you guys want to see that in my last What's in My Bag Wednesday? It was overwhelming. Everyone was like, yes, show us your sunglasses collection. And I was just like, get your life. That is what we're going to do. Pull them out. Let's have a look. People wanted to see it and see how I store them. So let's get into it. Okay, firstly, storage. You can now see that square has my current handbag, my Neverfull MM from Louis Vuitton and Demio bin. So I just emptied this out of that square and put that back in there. This is where I store all of my sunglasses at the moment. I'm having a feeling that I'm gonna have to change out from this size box to a bigger box. These make for great storage. This was my Louis Vuitton box for my Toiletry 25. I bought this all the way back from Hong Kong when I bought that toiletry, and it's a great size for this to this point. Now I'm going to think I'm going to have to go bigger because it's getting a bit full. But this is where I store the most part. And then the newest addition, which is my Miu Mius. Yes, I did keep them. Quite a few people asked me about that. They stay in their box. And my purchased, I think before that, my Bvlgaris, and they stay in their box because their boxes are so beautiful. Harder cases down here, and then my softer pouches, then all my Key Australia at the back. This is a Gucci box, and then these are my SABO skirt and some Equipped and SportsGirl are kind of in soft pouches on the side. So I sort of keep myself, that's kind of the layout. There's not really, look, let's be real, there's no really good layout in this size box, but as I said, I'm going to have to definitely up my box game. Maybe a new box, maybe attention left. Okie doke, not starting with actual sunglasses, I'm going to include my spectacles. So these are my reading glasses from Chanel. This is the box, because we'll show you all of that. This is the hard case it came in, which was kind of this like goldy rusty tone with the CC logo there, and it just was like that. These guys have, okay, I also rate the dust cloths because they're very important with sunglasses and glasses. The better quality, the better it is. So Chanel are okay. They could definitely do a little bit better. I keep my glasses most of the time in its little dust bag. It's a little dust baggie that comes, it actually comes inside the hard case. It's got Chanel written on the bottom. I keep my glasses, my reading glasses, in here most of the time because it's not too cumbersome to put inside most of my bags. These are my Chanel reading glasses. You've seen them before. They are so incredibly comfortable, and I had the whole range of blah blah blah, you know, chain and flowers and all of the Chanel range this OPSM had, but I went for these and I love them. Okay, so sticking in the Chanel family, seeing as though we started, these are my only pair of Chanel sunnies, and also came in the box. You always get a care card, sorry, a care booklet, and I'm assuming warranty booklet with your Chanel sunglasses. And then their cases are pretty cumbersome. They've got the diamond quilting in leather, and this is lambskin. It's really beautiful, but they're super big and bulky. It's got the CC logo there, and it has like lens shape, I guess, and yeah. But again, of course, it comes with its own little baggie and dust cloth, which we're not really fond of. It comes with its own little baggie, so I tend to keep these sunnies in here as well if I keep them inside a bag. So these are the sunglasses that I got from Chanel, Westfield Bondi Junction, BAM. They are super kind of retro, sleek, clean. I thought they were a little bit sort of hipster for me, a little bit too cool. The same way I felt when I bought my Wayfarers from Ray-Ban. And then I sold those because I'm just not that cool. Anyway, I think these are from the shopping center collection or the Lego collection because of the detail on the side. Here is the SKU with the details that you can sort of see there. I don't particularly know if they have a name. I can't really see a name as such. They've kind of got like a really dark black reflector kind of lens, but they're beautiful nonetheless. They've got Chanel in the corner of the lens, and then here are the arms, which I'll show you up close, that I was saying has the little Lego CC in the kind of that lucite look, CC on the side, like the little Lego bag clutch that they had. Again, pretty simple for Chanel. I'm yet to sort of get a big glamorous Chanel pair of sunnies, I suppose, but I like these. Moving on to Gucci, we have these guys. I'm gonna say now, Gucci's packaging is amazing in their handbags and stuff, but all my cases for my sunnies for Gucci have absolutely kind of, you know, corroded, and the Gucci's rubbed off, and it's just not in good standing at all. The interior of Gucci has this kind of felty velour look to it, and then interlocking GGs embossed in there, which is quite pretty. This pair of sunnies, oh, I should probably tell you where I purchased them from. Chanel's were from Westfield Bondi Junction Chanel with Michael. I just said that, didn't I? And my reading glasses were from OPSM Westfield Ringer. And I didn't show you, Gucci does come with a dust cloth, and this is just woeful. Honestly, I don't even know why they bother. Look at the size of this thing. It is tiny. You can't clean your sunglasses with it. The Gucci logo rubs off. It is not a good review on the cleaning cloth from Gucci from me. Nevertheless, these are them, and these are my very BAM. Okay, hold up. We cannot say BAM every single pair of sunglasses. It's just going to be really annoying and stupid. So anyway, these are my very, I like to say ladylike. When I'm doing more of a kind of prettier sort of ladylike look, I wear these. They're very square, they're very high, they're a high arm, and they sit really nicely. They're a brown gradient lens, not too gradient, but from dark to light. They've got the gold detailing, which is oh so Gucci, so zhuzh, so fabulous. And that is them. I will show you the arm up close. It's got the Gucci logo engraved on the side there, which you can see, and they're just really beautiful, very simple, but I feel very elegant when I wear these. So I got this pair of Gucci's from Westfield Chatswood. Yeah, Westfield Chatswood in the Optical shop on the bottom floor. They're really good and have good sales. This is hilarious. This is my second pair of Gucci's, and they're in the box that these came in. So this is the hard case, and they came inside this box, and I got these at, oh my god, a sunglasses optical shop in Manly. They were my first pair of anything luxury. I swear I was like 16, and I saved up for these, and I think at the time they were like $200, which was so much for me at 16. But the case that they came in, as I just said about Gucci, it totally corroded. Anyway, the box for the other pair has the interlocking GG inside of it. Again, has the woeful little, see, there's the logo Gucci, it's in gold, but it rubs off. Anyway, so inside, I'm putting them in a Prortmans dust bag, which is a fashion boutique here in Australia. These I wore to death, like literally death. They've died. The entire side, once just walking down the street or something, we're in the shopping mall, it just fell off. My whole side just fell off. My sunglasses are like over here. I was almost crying. I loved these. I used to rock them so much. Even in earlier videos, you may remember, they go from really super dark brown to like a beautiful tan gradient lens. They're very flashy, super zhuzh with the gold. And oh, I loved these. I do not wear them anymore because look at them. Look how wide they are. They just fall off your face. But they're beautiful in the tortoise shell brown, which I love. That's my if I ever have to choose sunnies, it would either be big and black or tortoise shell. So you can see that. And then you can see the Gucci running riding embroidery on the side with the gold plating. They are just so mage, and they were my first sunnies, so they hold a special place in my heart, even though Gucci sent them away to get them fixed. But let's be honest, RIP. So sticking with designer, let's say designer, we'll say designer, high street, that's very UK of me, but high street, you know, SportsGirl, things like that, like actual chain stores. And then Key Australia, they stand on their own. These guys. So this is my first pair of Bvlgari sunglasses. These guys make zhuzh luxury sunnies. Firstly, they're very expensive. And everything is super luxe about them. Now, I got these quite a while ago now with my mum in David Jones Elizabeth Street. Now I've done a vlog there, I think, and it's just divine. This is the most beautiful packaging, like this velour inside. It's got Bvlgari embossed there with the gold foiling. And this pair of sunnies, I think I've worn them before. Oh my god, wait, hold on the sunnies, I didn't show you. Inside the case, which has a bit of crud on it, inside the case is the dust cloth. Look at this. Now this is what I'm talking about. This is the best. So this is the Bvlgari dust cloth, which is just ginormous. And it's an amazing like microfiber. My brother even cleaned some of his camera wear with it. It's got the Bvlgari logo down at the bottom in gold foiling. I would just clean all of my sunnies with this. It's so, so good. So here are the sunnies themselves. And I literally got these because of one reason. I was obsessed with Anna Wintour my whole fashion life and fashion college and all the time in the fashion world learning as a student, obsessed with her. And I don't know, I've always vibed with her. I think so many people see her as like an ice witch, but like she's very cold. But I don't see her like that. I see her as very motivated and she's just got a clear direction, you know. Otherwise, that magazine wouldn't be as successful as it was. Anyway, these are basically because of her. I was so obsessed with like the September issue, and I just wanted a black block out, get your life pair of sunglasses, and these fit the bill. They've got Bvlgari on the inside of the arms, and then this is what I mean by zhuzh. These guys just turn it up. They've got Swarovski crystal like coins, and they move. They're all loose and they move. I have unfortunately lost one coin on this side, but it's actually in one of the other boxes, and they will fix it for me. I just have never got around to it. But these are my front row sunnies. Okay, next up designer wise are my Celine Paris sunnies. I got these on my 30th birthday trip to Hong Kong, and oh yeah, the dust cloth is in my Chanel reading glasses case, but that is the case that they come in. These are them. I have always, any post I do on Instagram or wearing a video, get so many questions about these because they're such a popular pair of sunglasses. But these are my large shadow Celine sunnies. I absolutely adore these. These are possibly one of my #1 favorite sunnies I've ever purchased. Firstly, I just die for gradient lenses. I think they're incredibly flattering. I think they're just kind of a little bit saucy and sexy. Like, I don't know why, they're just so nice. So these actually are gradient from black to brown tortoiseshell, not brown to black. Brown to brown, they're black to brown tortoiseshell. So they're the black to brown tortoiseshell large shadow sunglasses from Celine, and I get so many questions about them. They're really popular, probably see them everywhere on Pinterest and Instagram. I would love them in the all black, honestly. I would love them in the all black, but I also still have my eye on the Audrey, the large Audrey from Celine. I just don't know why. Just all black sunnies I just love. So anyway, this is them. I showed them when I hauled them from my trip. They've got the little 3-dot Celine logo on the side. They've got all of the details inside the arms, and they are just magnificent. And then my latest acquisition of designer sunnies are the Miu Mius. If you watched my unboxing, I showed you the beautiful packaging and was honest with you that that's pretty much the reason I bought it. I am going to say I'm pretty disappointed in their dust cloth. Firstly, hello, it should be pink. It's not. It's grey and it's got Miu Miu on it. I'm not even opening it because I know I won't use it at all. It should totally be pink to match all of its beautiful, beautiful packaging, but Miu Miu do it so well. So here is their gorgeous, and I'm not a pink girl, but it's so cute. So here is their gorgeous, like, velvety velour glasses case. This is the hard case, and it comes with a baggie in the same velour, veloury fabric, velvety fabric in the pink with Miu Miu there on the bottom. And I showed these in my mall haul recently. Yes, I did end up keeping them. But they are a smaller size, and that's new for me because I usually have such big sunnies, but they're a smaller size Aviator. And I'll be honest, I did want the high key, the Desi Perkins collection from Key Australia, but I wanted them so much when they first came out and they were out of stock, and I was trying to get them and I couldn't get them and kind of the lust for them went out. And then I saw these and I was like, I really wanted Miu Miu for their packaging. So that kind of fits the bill. The difference with the high keys are, this is rounded, like it's rounded to my face. The high keys are just dead flat, and they're a lot bigger. But I do really like these. They're so comfortable to wear because, again, they're really lightweight. I showed you them in my haul. I'll show you them again up close. You have Miu Miu in the corner, you have Miu Miu on the tiny little arm there, and it's just got this gorgeous grey tortoiseshell trim, and then it's got this beautiful kind of really delicate framework, which is just lovely. So I really am enjoying those. I'm actually been wearing them at the moment. Last designer are these guys. This is my second Bvlgari pair. I do love their sunnies because I love the quality. That's the box. The bag, the hard box. This is what my first Gucci cover was like, and it just really corroded. I feel like they didn't give me the right box for these sunnies. I think it would have had a particular type of hard case, but maybe they just had it mixed up. So it has Bvlgari on the front there. It opens like the other pair I showed you, which is just so decadent. It's got beautiful velvety inside. This has a baggie, which is really good. Again, it will have big dust cloth. It's down inside the baggie. Okay, sorry if the lighting has changed. I had to actually stop and go and pick up Mussy from my mother-in-law's, and he's asleep next door, so that's that. I was showing you these beauties, right? So the little baggie, that's what I was showing you, and it has beautiful gold tassels. I mean, their packaging is just absolute to die for, obviously, because it's Bvlgari. These are the sunnies in question. That were my second pair of Bvlgaris, and this is them. And these, I would say, are really similar to that pair of Gucci's that I call like really feminine and quite pretty ladylike. They've got a high arm. So when I mean high, I mean it's at the top of the frame. But these are all black. So a little bit different, probably a smaller frame, but still absolutely divine. And I wanted something from this collection, and at the time that I unboxed it, I didn't know. Like I had seen the jewelry, and when I saw this I was like, oh, it's similar to the jewelry, but I didn't know it was the Serpent collection. I forgot that was the name, but obviously it has the snake, like the snake necklace, and it has this detail on the arms with Bvlgari there on the arm, and it has the beautiful serpent detail in gold, white and black, which is just beautiful. And honestly, they do fine jewellery, so obviously their sunglasses are just exquisite. I've got to pick up the pace a little bit, otherwise this is just gonna take forever. Okay, high street brands, and so meaning, you know, chain stores like SportsGirl, Prortmans, Equip, things like that. These sunnies come in at like $20 or under. That's what I mean by high street. Prortmans sunnies, I did get a lot of questions about these when I would wear these. They're really beautiful, and I call these kind of bang around sunnies. You know, high street brand sunnies are like 20 bucks, 10 bucks, 15 bucks, and if you sit on them, it's okay because you can, you know, it's not a $500 pair of sunglasses. So these were from Prortmans, about $20, and they're just a Cateye with kind of a purpley lens, and yeah, big and black, very nice, very my style. These are the best, probably the best high street brand that I picked up. This is when I was obsessed with the Celines, the Celine, what are they called? The Vipers? I don't remember, but Kim Kardashian had them, and I was obsessed with that look, and I found these and was like, Mage, gotta have them. And they're actually a bigger frame than the Celines, so I love that because I like a really big frame. So these are my, like, straight across. A lot of people think they're Celine, but they're not. They're like 10 bucks from SportsGirl. I wear these a ton. I think the square look is quite flattering. The thing with sunnies, which I said before in a video, is I always wear them. I would never wear sunglasses up here. Just like never. Put them on the top of my nose. Never. I'd never do that. I wear them at the bottom of my nose, not like, you know, thinking I'm just like the shiz, but to show my brows. Showing your brows is far more flattering on a pair of sunnies, and it just sits better on your face. So I always wear my sunnies there. That is a tip for Instagram photos as well. Always show your brows if you have sunnies on. Okay, the next two pairs are my SABO Skirt sunnies. I get lots of questions about these as well. I got two of them off their website. They are a really great price and they're really cool. So this is my black pair of SABO skirts. They're very round. They're obviously very inspired by the Karen Walker look. They're that round kind of, I don't know, like chic sort of, I don't know, girly. Kind of reminds me of like the Olsen twins, like what they would kind of wear. But these are my all black pair, very black. Like I can't, like everything goes really black when I wear these. That is my black pair. And they're just plain, like all of these sort of high street are just plain black lucite or plastic resin. They've got, you know, no details really. This pair is my tortoiseshell pair with what I call rose lenses. They make everything just so rosy and like golden. I wish you could see through the lens, but they're a beautiful tortoiseshell. I wear these the most out of the black and the tortoiseshell. I wear these heaps, and they're just really nice lens. They're not polarized or anything, but they're really nice lenses to look through. I didn't tell you if any are polarized. Oh my god, I also didn't tell you where I got all of my last ones. Damn it. Okay, so obviously these are off SABO Skirt, and I will link the websites below. These I picked up from Myers at Westfield on my last mall haul. Bvlgari's, the Serpent Bvlgari, I picked these up. I think it was the same OPSM that I got these ones, that I got my Chanel reading glasses from. I think I picked those up from there as well. I can't quite remember, so I'm going to say Westfield Ringer. These are high street ones I would have picked up from a Westfield for sure, like I just Chatswood or something shopping. Just as I go through, sometimes, especially if I don't have a sunnies with me, I'll just buy a pair of like $10 sunnies. This pair in another cute little festive dust bag with flowers is my first cool reflector pair. of sunnies that I thought were very, very similar to the Ray-Ban reflectors that the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the Lisa Vanderpump, the like British lady, when she wore those, that is what threw them out of control. So anyway, I thought these were like them, and I didn't fork out the Ray-Bans. I just kept these. They're just a reflector. You'll see all my setup on my camera. But they're just a reflector lens, and that's it. And they were like on sale for $2 at Rubi Shoes or something. Okay, now we are down to the fun stuff. This is my current QUAY Australia collection, and when I say current, I cannot promise you that I won't be getting more. I am obsessed with QUAY Australia. I had started collecting them probably 2014, I think, and I just think they're fantastic. I think they're a fantastic brand. I think it's a great company, and I'm proud that it's Australian. So, but also they just do really affordable. This is not probably high street prices. They do about 60 bucks. So this pair come in this baggie with QUAY Australia down the bottom, and just to open like so. This was my first pair. This is them pretty much with all my keys. You're just gonna see my garden and my lights and camera and air conditioning. But these are my girls with the blue reflector lens. I think I said this in a video recently, my favorites. I'm not a fan of blue reflector lens. I think it's a little bit too young for me. I don't know if I can really pull it off. But anyway, these are my girls. They were my first pair. And yeah, with the Cateye and the silver detail, they're just really funky. And they've just got QUAY on the arms there like so. Second pair was these guys, and these have been a massive hit. So this was their first or second collaboration with like a celebrity or YouTuber or influencer. So this says, don't look back, that you're not going that way. Is it? Don't look back, you're not going that way. That's a really cool little quote. Obviously, maybe it was made by Miss Shay Mitchell from Pretty Little Liars, because this collaboration is with QUAY Australia and Shay Mitchell. So she collaborated on the designs of these. And these would have to be my most popular QUAY sunnies ever. These are my all black aviators from QUAY Australia in collaboration with Shay Mitchell, and they are called Vivians. That's the name. They are black Vivians. They also come in gold, I think. I got those for my brother-in-law. I've got these for friends. I bought these for Jen. I've bought them for like everybody because they're such fantastic aviators. Very similar to a Ray-Ban shape, probably like a 55 size. But they're just awesome. Everybody asks me about these when I wear them. I feel very much like a cop. But these are my Vivians in black. And collaboration wise, the absolute influencer and YouTuber I'm obsessed and in love with is Crispy, and she used to be an Ipsy stylist, and most of those girls have graduated and they've got their, you know, their own setups now. But this was her collaboration with QUAY Australia, and it's in this really festive kind of pouch. It's got QUAY Australia and Crispy, and I picked up these guys. I was wearing them in my last vlog. There is my whole garden. These are her Jet Lag with the black kind of rubbery rim with the rose gold lenses, and this is much more me. The rose gold lenses rather than the blue. It's really festive in the blue, but again, I just feel like it's too young. So this pair of QUAY Australia come in this little baggie, and I showed these in my favorites. I showed them in my favorites because truthfully I was rocking them the whole month. They do have a blue reflector lens. I don't feel like it's as blue as my girls for some reason. There's probably more green, and it's got a tortoiseshell frame, and I wanted big square tortoiseshell sunnies, and their other design was out of stock. But, so this is the Genesis with the blue frame. Yes, they come in rose gold, and I might look at getting those because I love the rose gold. I picked up these guys last week. So there is the baggie with the QUAY Australia. And I picked up these guys, and these is Supine. So these this is basically Genesis with, it's not, it goes in, but I wanted a big tortoiseshell pair like that, just, you know, that I can throw on and not worry about too much. I just wanted that sort of big square look in full tortoiseshell. So we got those as well. That, I think, completes my sunglasses collection for now. I am on a massive sunglasses, like, just fiend. I love them at the moment. I'm just going crazy for them, and there's a lot of really great sales on, like really great. When I was at Bondi yesterday, was I at Bondi yesterday? No, Wednesday. When I was at Bondi on Wednesday, jeez. There was an optical shop there, and they had this most massive sale, and I really had to hold back. There was a really great pair of Dolce & Gabbanas that I had in there. Ooh, I used to have a pair of Dior's, but I also sold those big biker ones. I sold those in my blog. They had Dior on the side, the massive biker ones. I got those when I got these Gucci's. That's how long ago I got those. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. If you like my sunglasses collection, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below which pair were your favorite. I definitely have my favorites, that is for sure. There are some I don't even wear. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already and you wish to do so, guys, that would be really great. Giving this video a thumbs up is really good now on YouTube. It just shows everyone that our channels are in really good standing, and plus I like seeing thumbs up. It makes me really happy that you guys are enjoying my content. I hope everybody is doing really well, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Peace.
Our whole world is a garden. I've always dreamt